Peggy 7.
Hello everybody, watching Nintendo Direct. I'm Eiji Aonuma, the producer of The Legend of Zelda. ゼルダの25周年を皆さんと一緒にお祝いさせていただいたのはついこの間のような気がしていたのですが、あれからもう1年も経っているのですね。月日の経つのは早いものです。昨年末には Wii U も発売されましたので、そろそろ Wii U の新作ゼルダについて皆さんにお話ししたいと思うのですが、詳しい話は実際のゲームの画面を見ていただけるようになってからするとして、本日はその開発テーマについてお話しさせていただこうと思います。Wii U の新作ゼルダの開発テーマはズバリゼルダの当たり前を見直すです。なんだか体操の音楽が聞こえてきそうなテーマですが、このゼルダの当たり前というのは、例えばシナリオに沿って順番にダンジョンを攻略するという当たり前や、一人で黙々と遊ぶという当たり前など、ここ最近のゼルダで当たり前になってきたことを原点に立ち返り、今遊びたいスタイルに生まれ変わらせようということです。実はこれと同じようなチャレンジはスカイウォードソードでもしてきたのですが、一本道な構成にはあまり手をつけられませんでした。今回それが具体的にどんなふうに生まれ変わるかについては、もう少し出来上がりを確かめてからお話しさせていただきたいと思います。それとは別に、本日はその Wii U の新作の開発の過程で生まれたちょっと興味深い画像がありますので、それをぜひ皆さんにご覧いただきたいと思います。ファンの皆さんにはこれが何の画像かもうお分かりのことと思いますが、これは今から10年前、ゲームキューブのタイトルとして発売されたゼルダの伝説風のタクトの舞台となったタウラ島を Wii U で HD 画像化したものです。我々ゼルダチームは2011年の E3 で HD エクスペリエンスという Wii U のゼルダのデモを公開してから、さらにそのグラフィックを検討するために過去のシリーズタイトルをいくつか HD 化してみたのですが、タクトの場合は画質が良くなるという単純な変化ではなく、何か全く新しいものに生まれ変わったように感じました。本日この画像を皆さんにご覧いただいたのは、新作のゼルダを完成させるにはまだまだ時間がかかりそうなので、それが発売できるようになるまでの間に Wii U で生まれ変わった風のタクトを皆さんに遊んでいただけるように製品化することにしたというご報告をしたかったからなのです。 Wii U の風のタクト、新作同様楽しみにしていてください。
And now, it's making a grand return on Wii U as The Legend of Zelda Twilight Princess HD. Please take a look. The enhanced visuals shine a new light on the memorable characters and detailed scenery, immersing you in the game world like never before. The team supporting development at Tantalus in Australia has a great track record with ports, but it's more than a prettier version of the same game. To make this game even more enjoyable, we've decided to create a new amiibo figure. And here it is, Wolf Link. In addition to Wolf Link, the game is compatible with these 5 other amiibo from the Super Smash Bros. Series as well. There's some other new features too, but we'll touch on those later. A bundle containing the game, The Legend of Zelda Twilight Princess HD, and the Wolf Link figure will be released on March 4th, 2016. Pre-orders go up today. We're offering the game's official soundtrack as a pre-order bonus. 2016 marks the 30th anniversary of the Legend of Zelda series. We hope anyone who's ever donned the green cap will enjoy The Legend of Zelda Twilight Princess HD and the brand new Zelda game headed to Wii U.
Hello there, I'm Eiji Aonuma, producer of the Legend of Zelda series. I'm sure a lot of you saw me and thought there might be news about the sequel to the Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild game. Unfortunately, we don't have anything to share right now. We apologize. Development is proceeding smoothly, and we should be able to bring you some new information this year. For now, we'll have to ask you to wait just a bit longer. While you're all waiting, however, this Legend of Zelda game will be coming to Nintendo Switch. Please take a look. What you've just seen is The Legend of Zelda Skyward Sword HD. This game originally released in 2011 on the Wii console, and now it's coming to Nintendo Switch. The Legend of Zelda Skyward Sword featured a control scheme in which players would use the Wii Remote Plus controller as a sword and the Nunchuck controller as a shield. With the increased processing power of the Nintendo Switch system, the controls here are smoother and even more intuitive. And we've recreated the controls for the sword and the shield here by having the player hold two Joy-Con controllers. The Joy-Con controller in your right hand is the sword. Swing it to have Link swing his sword in the game. The Joy-Con controller in your left hand is the shield. By lifting the controller, you can raise the shield to block enemy attacks. You can perform other actions like using both controllers to wield a bow and arrow. These physical movements add a sense of urgency and tension to combat. But we've also made it possible to play the game with button controls to ensure it can be played in handheld mode or on the Nintendo Switch Lite system. After mulling over how to assign different gameplay elements to different buttons, we decided to apply the sword motions to tilting the right control stick. Tilt the stick down when you want to swing the sword downward. To swing to the right, to the left, or diagonally, just tilt the stick in the respective direction. Here's something else we've been working on. Specially designed Joy-Con controllers. The right Joy-Con controller is themed after the Master Sword, while the left features a Hylian shield motif. The Legend of Zelda Skyward Sword, as the game depicting the earliest story in the Legend of Zelda timeline, details the events around the creation of the Master Sword itself. We hope that people who played the original game on Wii, and those playing it for the first time, will enjoy discovering the origins of the Legend of Zelda. The Legend of Zelda Skyward Sword HD launches July 16th. Following this Nintendo Direct, you'll be able to pre-order the game on Nintendo eShop. And the specially designed Joy-Con controllers will launch on the game's release date at your local retailers. Many of you may already know this, but The Legend of Zelda Skyward Sword was the last original console game prior to The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild game, and it was still following the established conventions of The Legend of Zelda. However, it gave a glimpse into many features and innovations that would eventually be adopted in The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. Using the sailcloth to descend in midair, a stamina gauge that depleted as you scaled walls with vines or ran, even the concept of collecting items to upgrade gear. I hope those of you who've played The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild will give this game a try as well. please look forward to The Legend of Zelda Skyward Sword HD.
No, 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 no. Look at the top of his head.